Hello everyone, it's Rainman from Reddit Miss. Got a war recap of our 57th war. It's our second perfect war. As you can imagine, it wasn't very exciting. They only used 22 of their attacks and got 18 stars. A lot of rush bases. We'll go ahead and get into some of the attacks. Let's start with Key hitting their number 1 with a Goji Wee. It's got multi-target Infernos, but otherwise very low level defenses, looking mostly Town Hall 7 level. Still, Inferno Towers can be kind of tricky to deal with, so we'll see how he did it. Got a bunch of max wizards coming out of the clan castle, and his giants going in. I believe only one of their CCs had clan castle troops, which is a big contributor to why we were able to still 3-star a lot of the top bases. Even if they weren't high level, they still had a lot of Inferno Towers. Queen's about to take out the first Inferno Tower. He's got his giants soaking up all of the damage from the multi-target over here. Drops a heal to keep more of his giants alive that are taking damage from others. And his wizards are about to come in and take out that Inferno Tower. And his troops are just going around the base. Like I said, it's a pretty boring war. I've got 5 attacks to show that are either interesting or a slightly better base. But all in all, just not very interesting at all. His giants are lasting through to the end. It was just a ridiculously easy matchup for us. Coming off of our first loss in well over a month, we were outmatched in that war in terms of Town Hall, and there were also good 3-star attackers. It's kind of hard to overcome that when it's not an even matchup. Next attack after you guys is Carlito's Kid hitting number 4 with a Golo Wee Wipe. He's got his Inferno Towers really separated, and this is one of those situations where you might consider doing a Goji Wee. But he's opted for the Golo. He's got all of the air defenses in the core, so all he's got to do is get his high hit point troops or his high DPS troops in the core, and then he'll be fine. These multi-target Infernos aren't going to hit the loons hard enough or fast enough to take them out before they're able to get onto them, since they're so close to the edge. He's got a P.E.K.K.A. and a king, and now 2 P.E.K.K.A.s and the Archer Queen all working on the core, plus some wizards. Core's going to go down really fast. Then he starts dropping his loons nice and early while the Inferno Tower's distracted, getting more of his loons in there, or deeper in before they start getting hit. The rest of his troops are kind of stalling out in the core. Archer Queen's still doing some work. He's got a rage for his loons going in. He only needed 2 spells to get into the core and take it all out. Just really overkilled this base. Kind of wish we'd had a better matchup. Our current war is actually pretty much the same way. We didn't quite pull off a perfect. We have 5 bases that still haven't been 3-starred, but they've all at least been 2-starred. And then I think we have 4 attacks left currently before I started the video. Just cleaning it up. Now there's multiple ways to deal with these bases. It's an example of suiting your attack to the base. Does a great job there. Next attack we have, I only threw it in because it's all Hog Riders plus heroes. It's a farming base, which I guess doesn't really matter that much when you're going for a 3-star. He drops hogs on each side. His goal here is to trigger all the giant bombs. That way the rest of his hogs can go in without any threat. He was able to do this because the Archer Queen's on the outside and there's no clan castle troops. So now he's just able to spread hogs along 2 sides let them go in and take out the base. Heal as necessary. It's probably one of their higher level Town 9s. There's a bunch of Town 10s below this on the map. Still not super high level, but again, it was one of their better bases. And this tech was pretty interesting because it's just all hogs. There's no way this wasn't going to 3-star after he took out the giant bombs. Just a few defenses left, about to go down. He's got a shit ton of hogs left. Turn on skeletons real quick and just go to town. Drops his Archer Queen over on the side. I guess hoping to get over to this Bard King before he starts taking out hogs. Or maybe just starting on cleanup. I don't know what his rationale right there was, but it really didn't matter. He's got probably more hogs than a lot of people bring to start with at the end. 50 hogs on that raid. It's just fantastic. Next attack after guys is Lanto hitting number 20 with a Needle Holo. Some people just call this a hog attack with a few loons, but he brings the loons for the purposes of what a holo is, and that's he's trying to disable these giant bomb locations. I don't think he quite gets this Archer Tower, and he does send a few hogs up here. He's gonna get in there, and they're gonna trigger that bomb. I don't think he quite gets this Archer Tower. And he sends some hogs in just to take it out, and they're gonna go in and trigger this bomb. There's no defense right here. The pathing for this bomb isn't great. I'm not sure if he even hits it. Sends a few hogs in, he's taking that out. He's starting his attack. No clan castle troops, so you don't have to worry about that. The town 10, but I don't believe I see an Archer Queen, so he doesn't have to worry about that either. So all he has to do now is, keep his hogs alive. Drops his CC over here. Not really sure what the thought process for that CC setup was, but gets the job done. Yeah, there goes that giant bomb. Takes out a couple hogs and leaves some more hurting a little bit, but the king, I don't even know if he took out one of those. Fast forwarded to the end for all this cleanup. He's got wizards scattered around the base. Make quick work of everything on the outside. Alright, and the last attack I picked out for you guys is Lucas hitting number 31 with a Dragaloon. Goes ahead and zaps the bottom. This is one of there weren't that many Town 08s, and it's one of the better ones. At least has Town 07 level air defenses. That's why I chose to show this one, and it's a good attack. Air Sweeper's over here on the side. It's gonna play a small role, but it doesn't hurt him the way he sent his troops in. Right now he's about to send the rest of his dragons in. And then his loons behind it. And the Air Sweeper's actually going to, his loons are kind of try to split, I believe. And then it just pushes them over to, the other air defense. Doesn't play a role at all, really. Alright, so the loons are coming in for this Tesla. And then right about now that Air Sweeper is going to activate. Going to blow them over. And it's right at the other air defense. Drops his Bard King over here. Maybe he could have done that a little earlier to take this out, but I'm not sure it would have mattered or really helped at all. Air Sweeper, almost kind of helped him getting his loons over on top of that other air defense a little bit faster. Just a few defenses left. This is what a lot of our Dragloons look like, even against some Town 09 targets. We did have some Town 08s hitting Town 09s with the Dragloon, and then some Town 09s were using Dragloon because the air defenses were just so low leveled. All right, we're going to go take a look at our current war to see how it's going. 115 to 4. They've used 7 attacks, so this clan's even worse than the last one. But they had a few better bases, a lot more Town 10s. Key actually went and changed his name to Hold My Beer last night. Not sure what the story on that is. But, another boring war. We're hoping our next matchup is a bit more challenging. You don't get any better if you're just hitting these easy bases all the time, unless you're just practicing hitting tunnel tens. All right, well, that's it for me. Hope everyone has a good time this war finishing up, and then hoping for a good war going in tomorrow. I'm out.